Hey guys, I'm Jax, and this is my spoiler-free review for the new horror film, No One Will Save You. A film that tackles the alien genre, the alien invasion genre, in a unique and fresh and interesting way, unlike maybe any film in this genre has done that I've ever seen. It was captivating, enthralling, interesting, creepy, and off-putting and weird. It was so very good. It is Girl vs. Aliens, home invasion, alien invasion film with one unique, fresh take and the one creative decision in this film that makes it fresh and unique and elevates it beyond what could just be a run-of-the-mill standard alien home invasion film is that in this film, there is no dialogue. None whatsoever. And I'm not talking like no dialogue like A Quiet Place where it's mostly dialogueless, but there's times like under waterfalls where they're like, we can speak now. The aliens won't mind. We can speak now. No. This film makes The Quiet Place look like it's bloody Social Network with how much dialogue it has. This film has literally no dialogue. No human word spoken in the film whatsoever. And no, this is not a gimmick. This idea to have no dialogue isn't just a creative decision to make it feel different on a surface level. This idea hammers home the feeling of our main character and the main themes of the movie of isolation and loneliness. And as the title says, no one is coming to save you. It is this girl stuck in this situation due to backstory and things that will be explained in the film, and she is all alone. There is no one for her to talk to or interact with to deal with this situation. So it really kind of reinforces all these really powerful, intense themes and ideas the film is discussing. It is just such a cool, fresh take to just have literally no dialogue for the whole film. Well, sorry, to be fair, there are 2 lines of dialogue in the film, but the purpose and the intent of them when they happen, those 2 lines are powerful and emotional, and they really kind of come at a moment where you're like, yeah, no, that makes sense to have those 2 lines of dialogue there at that point. But apart from that, no dialogue. This film is a true and absolute testament to the power of visual storytelling. It was such a unique experience to watch a full 95 minute film with no dialogue. And then when you take away all the dialogue in the film, you suddenly start to really focus on the sound design. The score is awesome. It's moody and atmospheric. It feels creepy and weird, and there are just so many really great uses of really horrible, scary kind of alien sounds with alien technology and alien creatures. No words, all creep. It is really thrilling. The mood of the film is super intense and atmospheric and creepy. The alien design is like taking something like the premise itself of just alien invasions. It takes something that is kind of generic and kind of cliche on surface level when you first experience it, but then as the film goes on, you're like, oh, I've seen aliens like this, and then you see another alien and you're like, I'm sorry, what? And then it goes and goes and goes. It is so creepy. Some truly horrendously horrific, upsetting moments in this film. The alien design is upsetting and off and weird. The visual effects are super good. I think there are moments where I'm like, oh, that's not the best thing I've ever seen, like in terms of a visual effect, but the way it is utilized, you never kind of are poking holes at it. The way they utilize the CGI and then some really interesting practical effects at times are just so captivating and odd and weird and a little perverse at times. The film does such an amazing job of creating a mood, a feeling. I don't have an issue with the end of the movie, but the end of the movie, like, I think I kind of hated it, but I feel like I meant to hate it. It reminded me quite a lot of kind of a Twilight Zone kind of ending where it's very off and weird and creepy, and at first glance you're like, oh, am I meant to feel this? But I'm feeling this, which is the total opposite of how it's being presented. But I think that was the intent. I think I meant to kind of feel quite upset and kind of off at the end. So despite not loving the ending, I think maybe I'm not meant to love the ending. So I think I love it in that regard. It's very confusing and messy. This film, though, it's just such a fresh breath of air into the alien genre. The acting from our main character just panting and sweating and stressing, and dealing with these aliens is really interesting. She does a fantastic performance, emotes brilliantly because of course she can't speak, so it's just all the emotions in the eyes and the face, just dealing with this crazy, absurd situation that is happening. The cinematography is really striking and interesting and vibrant. There are some really great scenes that are like lit in really interesting and odd ways. The kind of set design of this house, but then these other kind of areas we go into are really brilliantly constructed. So much of this film feels like it's so close to so many things I've seen before, but it just takes this weird twist and turn that makes everything feel wholly unique and original for this film. This is just a really great, fascinating look at what a film can do when you strip away the dialogue and it's just all visuals and soundscape and the score, and it's just, yeah, I loved this film. Very, very good. Highly recommend. Go bloody check it out at home on your couch for free.